All right. Hey, everyone. I am here with Becky Sharon, who is my wonderful mother. Hello, Mom.
Hi, Jen. How you doing?
Hi. So, the reason why I wanted to bring my mom on is she's actually a certified brain health coach and she's pursuing her PhD in brain health. But not only that, is she is creating a course called the five, what is it? The 5 steps to getting anything you want?
Yes, anything you want.
Anything I want.
Anything.
I love it. So she has offered us a sneak preview of this course, and we're going to go through the first step, and maybe, hopefully, I can convince her to give us a couple more steps later on. But for now, Mom, please
Yeah.
enlighten us. We want everything that we want, please.
Okay. So there are, in fact, 5 steps.
It's
And
got to be more.
no, it's only 5 steps. And they're easy. Believe it or
Okay.
not, they're easy.
They seem like there's a catch.
There is not. So the very first step, I'll tell you the very first step. Let's start
Okay.
there. Okay. And you tell me if this sounds hard or easy.
Okay.
Know what you want.
Well, how specific do I have to be?
Well, if you know what you want, you can be as specific as you want. So it can be, I know what I want for my vacation, my next vacation.
Yeah.
Or it could be, I know what I want when I want a relationship.
Yeah.
I know what I want when I want the perfect buyer.
Okay. What if we
Or,
did, okay, so that would be like, I was thinking, like, if I know, because right now we're about to start, it's sort of like end of years. This is when you start prepping for 2021, is in October.
that makes sense.
So that's because like our sales cycle is about 90 days. So whatever you do, like October, we'll end up seeing in January. Okay.
Mhm.
So if I'm prepping my business plan and I say, okay, I want to sell X number of houses.
Yes, that's what you need to know. How many houses do you want to sell?
Okay.
How long will it take you to get those listings?
Okay.
How long will it take you to find buyers for those listings if that's what you're doing, right?
Okay.
And then how long, once you find a buyer and you sell it, how long will it take to close it? And when
Uh-huh.
will you see the money? Because,
Okay, so let's walk through it. So let's say that I want to sell 50 houses in 2021.
okay, 50 houses. Now, what kind of houses? What price range? What area? Be specific as you can.
Okay, so if our average price point in Cincinnati is say like 250, so I want the average price point to be 250.
All right. So you want 50 houses and
Mm-hmm.
250. Do you know
Yep.
where you want those houses to be? What part of town?
Sure. I'll do well, geez, our property values have gone up so much.
There you
So
go.
it's like, oh, maybe I want it to be 350.
All right, well, there you go. A little more clarity. Hey, we're
Yeah.
going up a little bit. We're going to
Yeah.
350.
Well, that's because that's what they are.
There
But
you
yeah,
go.
we have like certain neighborhoods that we work in. So we like Sycamore Township, Deer Park, Kenwood, Independence, Pleasant Ridge.
Okay. And so you notice, you actually already knew the parts of town you'd like to work in. So
Yeah.
you could have started there, right? And worked backwards.
Okay.
Okay. So you could start, I work in these areas. What is the average price of those homes? Are they
Okay.
350 now?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so now you're even clearer. Now you know the areas. You can actually start picturing it. Like you want to see
Yeah,
it.
you can because I can like picture the types of houses that are like in those. Let me ask you though, I have a question that came up. Is a year, like, does it matter the length of time that you're doing this? Like, is it better when you're first attempting this to do it in a shorter amount of time or do it longer? Does it matter?
So that's I'm going to say the $1 million question.
Okay.
Okay. Does it matter? It might.
How would you know?
How would you know? How well, so on the five, how clear you are on the 5 steps, just like we just did, just got a little clearer
Yeah.
on I want to sell, how clear you are
Okay.
will speed up the process
Okay.
or something more.
Okay.
So even if you are so clear, you actually know the end is so clear, you can just see it. That on
You can like
January,
feel it,
yeah, you can see it, you can feel it. How does it feel? Like
taste it.
you can taste it. All the senses, you can smell it. You'll know when the money, like you wake up in the middle of the night going, I smell something. Money's coming in.
We're
right?
selling a house today.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's coming in. So and time is relative.
Okay.
Okay. So we get hung up on, okay, well, if I know and I'm clear, then it needs to happen now.
Right.
Okay. Now is a prediction.
Okay.
Okay. It's creating a prediction that may or may not happen, but how clear are you on when now is?
Now, right now, I'm clear.
Okay. So if it's now, what do you have to do?
Whatever it takes to do that thing now.
Yeah, because everything you want, once you get clear, it's the clarity will help your brain, your body, everything focus.
Get connected.
Like
That makes
you're
sense.
focused to that result. So you could make, how many calls do you make in a week normally?
Well, it's about 20 contacts a day, so 100.
Okay, 100 calls in a week.
Well,
And
contacts.
I know you know
Hundreds of calls.
hundreds of calls. Okay, 20 contacts.
Yeah.
When you have 20 contacts, how many houses do you sell in that month? 20 contacts a week.
Yeah. About 5.
About 5. Okay. If you want to sell 50, how many
I
contacts would you need?
Yeah, I would do 50
Yeah.
a day.
A
Yeah.
day. Right. And however, then what comes up? What do you first think? What's the first thought when you say that to somebody or you think that I need to do 50? What's the thought?
Well, I mean, that would be great for me. I would love to clear my schedule and do 50 contacts every day and then like be done. So what comes up for me is like, what do I need to get rid of so I could just do that if like that's what I want to do?
That's clarity, right?
Yeah.
Because you are single focused.
Right.
And you recognize when you're not. But most of us, we aren't as clear.
Mm-hmm.
So we might say, well, that's going to be really hard.
Yeah, it's like impossible to do. I don't have enough time. Like, yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? Because like, I'm not, like, for me, I'm not doing it now, but like, also that's not my goal. So, because I remember like exactly what you're saying is what happened. Like when I became really clear about what I wanted, like when I wanted to pay off those investment properties, and then I did the math and I figured I needed to live like in the ghetto in that terrible apartment with the rat.
Right.
But it all of a sudden was super clear. And I was like, okay, when I move here, because it's this price, I can be saving this much money, which would then I'll be paid off in this amount of time. It was like a 10-month payoff. But really, when I became clear, it like caused the action because it was like, well, duh, well, that's like the next logical step.
It takes all of the
Yeah.
today, right? You knew exactly what you needed to do.
Yeah.
And when your question was how fast? Like, can it be fast? Can it be now?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened when you were clear?
When I was clear, then it was like kind of like the skies parted and it was like, this is what you do. And then it was like this intensity around that. And then the result was, even though I had worked it out where it was like 10 months to pay off these properties, like then I had found like some money and then I found some more money and it ended up only taking like 7 months.
Exactly.
It was crazy.
It's like magic.
It was magic.
But really it was the clear intent.
Okay.
And then the action, starting to take the action. Because you see, and it feels like magic. It feels that way.
Yeah.
But did you think it was going to happen? When you were clear?
I knew it was going to.
There's a difference. I know. So now your conscious mind is telling your subconscious, that part of your body that keeps your heart beating and keeps everything going in your body, but it's also the thing that will just gets bored
Okay.
because it's always moving.
Yeah.
So if we're not focused and clear and giving it very specific direction so it knows what it needs to do, left to its own device, it does whatever it wants. It doesn't want to take any actions. It wants to sit by the TV. It gets distracted. But when you are that clear, it's like
Yeah.
it's like an autopilot. You have this power inside that works with you. Like,
Yeah, I like that too. I think like also I think we would know because sometimes I think I want something and I'm trying to think of an example, but then there's no act like I don't ever do any action about it. So
yes,
then it's like if then it makes me realize, well, maybe that's not, I really don't want that. Or I'm not getting like to your point, like it's not clear enough.
yes. You don't want it enough. There's lots of things we want, but are
Right.
we willing to become? You hear a lot of times. Well, are you willing to do the work?
Right.
Okay. Well, for me, I really am. I know how our brain works,
Okay.
and it's not work like it didn't. Tell me, did it feel like work when you were doing it?
No, not at all.
What was the emotion behind it? Like, what were the feelings?
I was like excited and it felt like it was like snowballing. And when I realized it was going to be sooner, I was like, holy shit, this is
Right.
great.
It's
Like, what the
amazing.
hell did I do? How much longer can I do this for? Like, this is
Yeah.
awesome. And then the rat came, and then I was like, I'm out.
But you figured it all out and you got out. And
Yeah.
so even in the face of adversity, and I don't know if they've heard the rat story, but you ought to share the rat story.
I cannot. It causes me PTSD or whatever.
Well, let's just say that she had a roommate.
Yeah.
And it was an unwanted roommate.
Yes. And it
so
was not a mouse. It was a rat.
yeah, and roommate got kicked out of the house.
Yes.
And you moved too.
Yes. We all moved.
And you were very clear that you didn't want to do that again.
Correct.
But notice the experience of it was fun and exciting and
Right.
all of these. And when somebody says, well, you have to do the work, that's not fun and exciting. That sounds awful. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah. I see. Because it doesn't feel, because you're saying it doesn't feel like work when you are clear about what you want. It's not really work because it's the next notch. You're going to take the steps to, and your brain will be working to do the stuff.
Well, what I would say is that you create that feeling of excitement
Uh-huh.
and the idea of work goes away because you're
Oh.
exciting. It's not like, see, I think that's where it all comes up. We got to make it happen. No. You got to see it and feel it, and then it happens.
Oh.
Like, it's so much easier. We make it so hard, and then it doesn't happen. And we wonder why it doesn't happen.
Well, this sounds like it's only one step, not 5.
It is only one step. It is just one. Oh my gosh, there's 5 more.
4 more.
Does that sound hard or easy?
Huh?
Does that sound hard or easy?
No, it doesn't. It sounds easy.
When you're very clear about what you want and how you feel when you get it in the process of it,
Yeah.
the work is easy. That's
Nice.
the part because you're not alone. You've got your whole body working for you when you're sleeping. Your subconscious is awake. It's helping you. It's thinking, oh, what about this? What about this? It's like on a mission. It gets excited because it has something to do. Your subconscious is bored to death.
We need to give it a job. It's a border collie. Yeah.
Somehow we just didn't figure out, like we were never taught, that we need to give our subconscious a job so it works with us instead of letting it do whatever it wants, which is a pretty lazy. It'll work when you tell it, but if you don't tell it, you don't manage it.
Mine's like a 4-year-old child.
There you go. It's perfect.
Mine like stomps and cries and whines.
Until you give it something to do, it's bored.
Right.
You ever distracted a puppy or a child? You distract them with something fun,
Yeah.
and the world is a different place.
Right. It's true.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I love this. This is such a great tip. So if somebody, can you tell us like a little bit more about, just briefly, like how, if somebody wants to reach out to you, like what you can do to like help them and how they can get in touch with you?
Yep. So you can text me, you can call me, message me on Facebook, but it's my phone number. It's Becky Sharon, and my phone number is 859-992-4361. And if you want to change your life and really create happiness and ease and really enjoyment,
Abundance.
It's what's not, doesn't appear everywhere you look. It seems to have gone with COVID. People are stressed and they look at all these, everything's so terrible, but
It doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to be. It's really a choice. We just don't think we have one yet.
That's awesome. Well, I hope I can convince you to help us with the other steps too, but we appreciate you sharing this one.
I bet you can.
I feel like I can. I can do it. I feel it.
I know. You got it. You got it under control. You got it.
That's awesome. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me. All right.
Bye, Mom.
Take care.